The man accused of shooting a Granite City police officer is dead after a gun battle in southern Illinois.
The I-Team's Christine Byers is here with new details about the suspected shooter and why he was no longer behind bars despite being convicted of murder just 8 years ago. Christine?
Court records show Donald Freeze was convicted of second-degree murder back in 2016 and sentenced to 12 years in prison. But Illinois law allowed him to be eligible for parole after serving just half of that sentence. In 2013, Freeze intentionally caused a wreck that led to the death of an 18-year-old girl. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison and got credit for time served. He got out in 2020 and finished parole 2 years later. But his run-ins with the law continued. In December, he was arrested for trying to flee from police. Then, Tuesday night, Granite City police were called to a home for a disturbance. Freeze was outside and got into a scuffle with officers, shooting one of them in the arm. After a 22-hour manhunt, a license plate reader caught Freeze driving in Cape Girardeau. He refused to stop and drove into oncoming traffic to avoid their spike strips. Then Freeze's vehicle got stuck in a field in East Cape Girardeau, Illinois. He barricaded himself inside and opened fire on officers. They returned fire, killing him. Now, at the time of his murder conviction, Freeze told the court he had 4 children. Meanwhile, the wounded Granite City police officer has been released from the hospital and is back home with his family.